Hello everyone and welcome to the next science experiment with me, Mrs. Fraser. Today we're going to be doing something a bit different, not so chemistry based, not so everything blowing up, but it's going to be different. We're going to be doing something with water and flowers or different shapes. It works well with flowers though. So what you'll need for today is either some normal paper, flimsy paper. Then also you can use the template that I sent round, or your teachers have sent round, with some shapes for you to colour in and cut out. It would be helpful if you had some pencil colours, a normal pencil if you'd like to draw your own shapes or write some messages, and then also some kitchen roll, just in case things get messy. So over here, I've got a big bowl of water. Now I filled this quite full. You don't have to use a bowl this size. You can use a small bowl like a cereal bowl, or you can use even a tray that you might put in the oven and just put a little bit of water in that so it lined the bottom. It's definitely not about how much water is in the tray. So let's get started. What you'll need to do first is to choose a shape, or you can colour them all in, colour them in, and then maybe even write a secret message on the inside of the shapes. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to write a secret message that says, well, I won't tell you what it says so that it's a secret. And then I'm going to choose to cut out the rectangular shape just because it's the easiest and the fastest. You will need to choose to cut out whatever shape you like best. Of course, you can make your own shape, and you'll see that your shape just needs to have the flaps around the edges so that you can fold all those flaps in. You don't have to cut it so neatly. You can see I'm doing it quite roughly, and hopefully it will still work. You can cut it quite roughly. The main thing is that now I'm going to cut along the lines for the flaps so that they can all be folded in. So, of course, this is much easier than cutting all the petals out. Just need to bear with. You can start to have a think what you think is going to happen. Okay, so now I've done that, I'm going to now fold in all of the flaps to the inside of the shape. They will overlap each other, that's fine. And as I'm doing this, you can see I'm holding them down so they really get pressed down. Okay, so folding all of the flaps in. Okay, so now I've pretty much, you can see if I hold it upside down, there are a couple of flaps that are opening, but it's nowhere near as open as it was before. So I'm gonna use that. I've also got some other shapes here that I made yesterday. I've got a flower here and another flower here. I have coloured them in, it's just not so clear. I've used pencil colours. I wouldn't recommend using felt pens only because they're not waterproof and the colour might run. You might be able to use crayons, that might work a bit better, but otherwise pencil colours, and you can always press hard if you'd like the colours to stand out a bit more. Okay, so with these flowers as well, we need to make sure that we press all of the petals in so that there are no sticking out ones. Now, bearing in mind that I have used these two flowers before when I tested out the science experiment yesterday. So do we think that's going to make a difference? Are these going to act differently to my rectangular shape that I've never done it with before? Okay, so of course I made sure that the flowers dried on my kitchen roll. They were really, really dry, so that they weren't wet at all, otherwise it might not have worked again. So if you are going to reuse the flowers, that's the beauty of this science experiment, you can keep doing it over and over again. You've got to make sure that they dry really well in between. Right, so I've only used the rectangular one, but you can cut all the shapes out. I'm going to try and join so that you can see my other video. Okay, working? Yes. All right, okay, so got over there. That's my bowl, and I'm going to place inside the bowl my 3 shapes. Okay, so I'm going to put in first my rectangular one. See how long it takes, what's going to happen, what do you think is going to happen? Okay, let's really try and think about this one, and maybe think about why. Have we done another science experiment that maybe is similar? Okay, so here we go. Oh, I don't know why that one didn't work properly. Oh well. Okay, so it does say, hello Morasha. I'm not quite sure why it didn't work properly, but that's that for you. There we go. Okay, so yours should work. When I've done it like 3 times before, it did work. You can see that the flowers bloomed really nicely. Now I'm just going to turn this off. Okay. Does anyone know why it did that? Does anyone know why it bloomed? Have a think. Okay, so if anyone said the process called capillary action, then you would be correct. So when we did the science experiment with the 7 glasses, with the kitchen roll in the middle, that was also done through capillary action, and capillary action allows the paper to absorb the water, okay? And when the paper absorbs the water through these tiny, 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 tiny holes in the paper, it's because the water is getting attracted to that, okay? And the water gets more excited about the paper than the water itself, okay? So it doesn't want to stay with its friends, the other water particles. It wants to go towards the paper. And that's why the paper absorbs it all and then it opens. Now, if you, for example, put a straw in a drink, the level of liquid in the straw will always be higher than the water, because for the same reason, the water is more excited about the straw, the plastic straw, the different material, than it is about the water itself. Okay, it's just like, I don't know, if you're bored of your own siblings, yeah, but you're excited when a friend comes around to play. Okay, so it's just like that. Water gets excited when there's something different in the water, and therefore it goes all the way up. And that's why I try it with a straw, see if it works. So yeah, that is why this works, because of capillary action. And it is really similar to the experiment that we already did. So it's good that all the experiments are linking, okay? But we can see that it works in such a different way. So have a go, write secret messages to each other, film them, see how long they take to bloom. Hopefully yours will work better than mine, but have a see and see if it works. Also, I use warm water from the tap. You don't have to. See if it's quicker with warm water or cold water. You tell me, let me know. All right, well, take care everyone, and we'll see you soon. Bye.